Today we'll be taking a brief update on the country of Liechtenstein by Anne Gardner. First things first, what and where is Liechtenstein? It is a very small nation you probably never even noticed on a map, nestled between Austria and Switzerland. Located in this very small circle in a very small dot. Liechtenstein has a rich culture of art. Being so small, they do not have their own airport and they use the Swiss franc as its currency. They have also not had an army in over 150 years. Their recent economic facts and figures include a GDP most recently reported as $6.29 billion, a GDP growth rate of negative 0.07, inflation rate in December of 2008 as 0.7, and they use the Swiss franc as their currency, which is equal to the US dollar. Due to the nation's small size, it is hard to find current data, which is why we have such a range of numbers between 2014 and 2018. Here we are going to see some graphs that depict this data, starting with per capita GDP between 1995 and 2015. A small blip in 2000 led to major growth in the following years. Here we have their real GDP growth rate, which is kind of all over the board, with lows in the negatives and a high in 2006. Their most important industries are small and medium-sized enterprises. Based on information on the own website of Liechtenstein, it is full of small enterprises that have teams of often less than 10 encompassing the whole business. Next is agriculture, for which sustainability is at the forefront of Liechtenstein's mind. 35% of all farms are organic, and a strong ideal of preserving the culture and landscape are implemented in the processes of Liechtenstein farms. Lastly, we have tourism, which is huge in Liechtenstein. Skiing is a major industry and draws thousands of people annually, as is the only nation completely surrounded in the Alps. Here we have their exports and imports. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to impose these into one graph due to limited information. Liechtenstein actually has no natural exports, so these numbers are pretty low, also reflecting their small population. Lastly, we have some labor issues. They're hard to find in Liechtenstein, as it is often described as an idyllic place to live. One drawback about Liechtenstein's small size is that it allows for economic change, and currently they are able to keep up with the property values' massive rise in prices. However, with a larger population, it would force workers to immigrate. Thus far, they have been able to adjust. Another issue may arise from Liechtenstein's intense motivation to preserve its natural and cultural identity. In 2012, they enacted a law to preserve historical archaeological sites, one action in many they have taken. This adds to the rich culture of Liechtenstein, however, can cause both economic strain and pressure on landowners. Here's their population data showing the steady but very fast climb. The population has almost doubled between 1960 and 2005. Future challenges are hard to find in Liechtenstein. One issue facing the future of the lives is that many Central Europeans are facing hard times adjusting to new European standards of education. It is hard for a small nation to implement new standards quickly and efficiently. Another issue is the need to clean out particles in the air, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and protect their water supplies in Liechtenstein. Where is Liechtenstein's economy headed? Little information about the future prospects are given. This is a projection of the next year according to Trading Economics. And we have also seen, according to Liechtenstein's own website, is that they are looking to boost their foreign trade as well as their tourism markets in the coming years. Here in these numbers, we see their inflation rates. Here are my sources for this project today. I thank you so much for listening.